Good morning, everybody. So, as usual, technology is always something that we think natural for us, but it's not. And today I'm going to talk about immersive retail. First of all, I'm going to present myself. So I'm working for Intel for 10 years now, and I was specialized in retail since the beginning. So retail as customers for Intel, but also now retail as a vertical for Intel, helping companies to find the best technology solution and help them go through what we call today, which is a trendy name now, digital transformation. So today I'm going to go through what Intel brings to the market, but beyond what technology we brings to the market, I'm also going to share with you some things that already happen and a view on the VR and AR market on the retail. So let's start with a video first to present you a first initiative that we did early this year at NRF. Do you want me to comment the presentation or do you have sounds on it? Okay, so I will let you look at this beautiful butterfly flying over New York. So we did this early January this year during NRF, which is the biggest fair for retail in the world. And the project has been done with two companies, Cataboom and BlockV. So BlockV is based in Switzerland and Cataboom in the US. And the idea is to mix reality and engage people with this project. And I will give you more insight of what we did and how you can use this. So people have a link when they arrive at NRF. They can catch butterflies in New York, in the streets of New York. And when they catch these butterflies, they own this butterfly. And they can redeem it in exchange of a coupon to have something on a booth during NRF. So this is just an example of how you can create link with customers. But before going into the details of what AR and VR bring to the retail, I will give you an overview of what is the market today and what are we doing at Intel. So first of all, you all know Intel in your PC, laptops, desktops, but I want to give you a view of what are today the key strategic pillars of Intel. We have 4 strategic pillars, so autonomous driving, 5G and 4G, and for the topic why we are today, 5G is key for us because having a 5G network will definitely help us drive an easiest and the fastest experience for VR usages. Artificial intelligence, which is also a key topic. It's not a trend. It's not a magic word to say. Artificial intelligence is real today at our customers, in our companies, and this is really important for Intel to explain people what we bring to the market in artificial intelligence. And the latest pillar, is virtual worlds, and this is why we are today. So if we take a look at the VR markets, so it's figures from IDC, we believe that the VR markets in 2019 will represent $16 billion, and the projection that we do for 2020 is around 50 billion. The major part of it is on the consumer side, of course, with gaming, PC, phones, and the money that people will spend buying devices to use VR. The other part of it is, of course, in the enterprise, and we believe that there are 2 main sectors that will be impacted by VR, manufacturing and retail. And so that's why we are here today to talk about retail. The main use cases are training and industrial maintenance. Now, if we look at AR, and it might be surprising for you, the AR market is more around 5 billion, so less, mostly 10 billion less than the VR market today. But the projection is biggest. It's 73 billion by 2020. And the main market for this is the gaming market for the consumer side. And for the commercial side, the verticals that will be impacted by AR are retail manufacturing again, but also transportation. And I will, what I showed you with the butterfly is an example of what we can do with AR in retail showcasing. So why AR is expected to grow at a faster rate than VR? Today, the biggest part is for the hardware equipment, so 26 billion, but also the software markets, because AR in your laptop, on your smartphone, in digital displays in the store, needs software enablement, and by 2022, we do believe that there is a big market opportunity for software market in AR. And the latest things is the enterprise. We have seen yesterday many companies and startups that are investing in AR to change the experience in the enterprise for security usage, for training usages, but also for experience. And the PC, if we go back to the PC VR and the usage at the user level, and I work for Intel, so I will give you an idea of what we do at Intel to make this happen. Of course, we need performance, and we launched last year the Core i9 in a small form factor that enables people using VR in different environment, and it's key for the embedded world in the enterprise side. It needs also some technology that we're providing, like Intel Optane, so it's fastest storage technology that we have today on the markets, and also WiGig. So WiGig is a wireless-free technology that is used by company providing headsets for VR, and that helps bring out one of the restriction of the VR market, having cables. And we did experiment this morning why cables are a nightmare for users. Another thing is also the contents. At Intel, we work with a content provider. It could be software companies, gaming companies, to make them use the best of our technology. So we have software developer working with a content provider. And we also work with vertical, like I do on the retail, like my colleagues here in the room do on the manufacturing side or on the transportation side. So we do work with our customers to make them build the use cases of the future. They have use cases, they have real use cases, and we help them integrate the technology in it. And as you see here, VR is not just for gaming, it's also for experience, entertainment, health, architecture, engineering, and retail. I will just make a comment on the entertainment side. Last year, Intel has invested a lot of money on the companies to enable an experience that we named Intel True VR. You might have seen it during the Olympic Games. It's a technology that enables the users see the scene from a different point of view. So the user can choose which point of view he wants to see. And this technology, the Intel technology, is also available today if you are a soccer. We are in France. I can say football, football fans, and if you look at the League A, so the English football competition, we use this technology to help people choose the way they want to see when a goal has been done. I'm not definitely a football specialist, so looking for the word to explain you the situation. So we show here the main verticals that are impacted by VR. So let's have a look at how VR is changing retail operation and dig into our topic today. The first part, of course, is planning. Using VR, help retail operation, planning the store organization, do planograms. The other things which is common to all the verticals is training, of course. You can train people all over the world without constraints. You don't need to travel to train your sales rep. And we have seen companies here that are providing this kind of contents for training people. And also design, and I will give you an example of a company we work with on the design side. So VIZIBLE is a company, so WordViz, the name of the company is WordViz, and VIZIBLE is a project for this company. They use VR to have a collaborative designing team. They work for brands like Hug, Teva and Sanuk, and they are able to have a collaboration on designing the shoes wherever the designer is in the world. And it's a concrete example of improving your design process by using virtual reality in retail. So why retail is looking at all these technologies? Well, I go a step back. Retail the challenges today are the shoppers. There's definitely a change in shoppers' behavior. You can tell what you want, you can tell what you like, you can choose where you buy your product. Of course, Amazon is a big player here on the way people change the way they buy products every day. You can also compare by using your smartphone. You go to your store and you compare the products. So it's definitely a challenge for the brands. The market is bigger than it used to. It's not only the brands that are available in the store. It's all the brands all over the world, and it's all the comments that you can find online. And the last point, and maybe one of the key points to integrate VR and AR in the retail experience, is that you can buy your product everywhere, anywhere, at any time. So it's changed the way you interact. And one of the key challenges of retailer today is to bring back people into the store. But when people are into the store, is to transform the experience into sales and make them buy when they come to the store and not having a deceptive experience of the store. So the retail is all about experience. And we had this discussion. Experience is not a word to hide the key goals, sales. Retail wants to sell products, but customers want to buy an experience. So interaction into the store with digital signage, the usage, of course, of intelligence, artificial intelligence, knowing what the customers want is key there. But also when you try products, the experience should be different, better, and more immersive as the kind of experience that you used to have in a store or that you could have at home. Why coming into a store if trying shoes is deceptive? You can stay on your couch and buy these shoes online. The other thing about experience is most of the time you go to the store to discover products and you buy them online. So when you come to the store, you need to have a specific relationship with the brand or the product. Otherwise, you'll never come back to the store. So that's why experience is key for retailer to change the trend and have people back. So the store experience is key. I mentioned it, and how to transform the store experience. Some companies are using AR and VR, and specifically in the architecture of mall, to experiment the traffic into a mall or into a store, and to be able to understand where the people are going, what kind of product they look at, and so they rather doing it real. And so invest a lot of money changing the setup of the store. They do it using VR. Another experience that has been done here in France is with MK2, so the cinema company that you all know. MK2 VR is an experience that has been implemented in a store, Le Bon Marché. So people, when they come to the store, they are able to experience a VR. They can go through a VR experience and spend a good time into the store, because it's not only coming to buy a product, it's also coming into the mall or into the store to have to spend a good time. And I'm going to launch another experiments that we've done in the US with one of the biggest retailers in the world, Walmart. So if you have kids, you all know Dragon. And Walmart knows that kids are key part of the shopping experience in a mall. And Walmart decided years ago to create a company named Spatial. And Spatial is a VR company, and they believe that if they want to change the store experience in store, they have to invest in VR. That's why they have this company. And the goal, of course, was to sell more merchandising stuff around Dragon. So you see there how it was set up in real life in a store. So nothing exciting, just a product on the shelves. But for the people that came to Walmart, they were able to go through an emotion, an experience, and the connection to the product was higher. And it's still running now, so it will end up in mid-April. And people can experiment in several Walmart stores this immersion into the Dragon world. And I go back to the other experience that you have seen in the beginning. So when people entered the Intel booth at NRF, they were able to connect with the app, so download the app, and to catch butterflies. So this is some pictures of the Flatiron building in New York where you can acquire butterflies. So once you get the butterfly, you get coupons to go to the Starbucks during the event and get something. So it was just a setup for the event, but this solution already exists and brands are using it. So we had examples of other brands using this. So it's based on blockchain. So if you get the butterfly, you own the butterfly, but you can give the butterfly to someone else. You can exchange the butterfly with something else. So everything based on blockchain. And we had the example of Pepsi doing this. So you're in the street, you have a big billboards, you catch a Pepsi can with your smartphone. Once you get this Pepsi can, you can play on your smartphone with the Cataboom app and transform the can into a coupon for free chips or a coupon for free drinks after that. So it's the basic promotion process that we all know for ages in the retail. But the difference there is that you own the coupon. The coupon is yours. You can give it to someone else, and it's on your smartphone. And the second thing there is also that it's create a different connection to the brand. Brands are able to have a direct connection with their end user. It's no longer through the retailers. And it's also changed the relationship and the brand awareness that you create with the customers. And to do that, at Intel, we have a large range of products, of course, but above all of this, we have a belief that it's not enough to predict the future. It's more important to create it using technology. So I'd be happy to answer all your questions. And you had there some examples of what we can do to change the retail and make the VR technology and AR technology a real tool for retailers and a consumer goods company today. Thank you.